Yo's me, your boy, Shonen Boy here today. I'm here today to talk about the One Piece chapter 1061, the Egghead Island of the Future. So let's get straight into this. So the cover page for this chapter is the Drama Double Six Emotionless Voyage, Volume 9. The time to escape, Whole Cake Island. So they're basically escaping Whole Cake Island, Niji, Yonji, and the German Double Six brothers, and also Reiju, with Caesar. They're all escaping Whole Cake Island. They got away from Katakuri and Alvin, and they're trying to get back to Germa. I don't know if this is the end of the German Double Six, cover page. So the series, we might have a couple more where they get back to Germa Double Six, and they go and Caesar meets Judge, maybe, who knows, but they're escaping Whole Cake Island, and that's all you need to know. So yeah. Moving on to the first part of the chapter. So I really like the artwork that Oda did for this chapter. It was really, really good. Oda's artwork is always really, really good. But I really especially like the this shark. This massive shark coming out of the water, and it looks something straight out of Jaws, and it's about to eat the Sunny, and the artwork is really good, and it looks really big and imposing and really awesome and cool, and yeah. So Chopper is flying away because in the last chapter he put on that big casa hat, and and the wings the wind sort of took him away, and he sort of flew up into the air, and Luffy tried to catch him, but now he's up in the air as well. He can't sort of control himself, and Bonnie is now falling after Zoro cut that water sort of thing coming out of the water, that big eddy sort of afro thing that came out of the water, and Zoro cut it. Bonnie was inside of there, and she's falling now, and Luffy grabs Chopper, and the other Straw Hats are sort of watching this all sort of unfold. So yeah. And then the shark comes out of the water, and it's sort of this mechanical shark made of metal, and it's really big. It's a weird shark. Zoro's got his sword out, about to sort of fight this thing. It just barely missed the Sunny. Then Luffy and Chopper fall into the water, and Jinbe's like, "Oh, I've got to go and save them." Frankie, take the helm, and Jinbe sort of dives into the water, and now he fishes out Luffy and also Chopper. So yeah. And then the next page, the Sunny is trying to get away from this shark. Frankie's doing piloting the ship. He's manning the helm, and he attached this sort of device to the bottom of the ship, and it's repelling the ship sort of forward. And yeah. And then the shark has these torpedo things that come out of its mouth, and it's kind of funny because it looks like the shark is sort of living. It has its own personality and everything like that. So yeah, that's kind of cool. And yeah, so he shoots these torpedoes at the ship and at the Sunny, and they hit the Sunny at the bottom of it, make a big explosion. Everyone falls out of the Sunny, and capsize. And I was just like, oh no, Sunny, because, even though the Sunny has atom wood and it's very powerful and everything like that, that wood is very strong. It was very sad when you saw this picture of the Sunny, and it was sort of capsizing and that big explosion. I was just like, oh no, the Sunny, please don't be hurt, So yeah, and then Jinbe, saves Luffy and also Bonnie and also Chopper from the sea. He fishes them out, and he sees the shark, and he's trying to dodge the the torpedoes that the shark is shooting because it's about to shoot Jinbe, and then we see a robot come out of nowhere, and punch the shark in the face, and the shark's just like, oh no, let's get away, like, it swims off, and and the shark is it's very goofy. The shark, it looks very goofy in this picture, and this robot, it honestly looks like I've seen like a replica of this robot somewhere in some type of movie. It looks exactly like that type of robot from like this Ghibli movie. I don't remember the name of the movie, but it has like some type of robot that looks exactly like this robot, or it looks sort of like what I remember from. So yeah. So Jinbe says, hold your breath. We're going to go underneath water again. And so he goes underneath the water again, tries to get away from the shark, the robot that came out of nowhere. I honestly thought that this was Frankie that came out of nowhere and started fighting the, the robot in this new, this new armored suit that could go underneath water. But no, it's not. So yeah. And then the shark tries to eat the Sunny, and then the robot comes, beats the shark, and it goes away. So yeah. And then we cut over to G14, naval base, and we get to see Tashigi. It's been forever since we've seen Tashigi. I really like Tashigi. And we also get a new character. This character who's the commander, vice commander, doll of G14, and she looks pretty interesting. Sort of got this gothic sort of like sort of collar, and that sort of gothic sort of like haircut, and she looks like she's from some type of rock band or something like that. She looks cool. I like that. She's interesting. She's got the lipstick on, and yeah, she looks really cool. We see all the little kids from from Punk Hazard, although they're not really little, they're actually giant kids. So yeah, so they're not really little kids, but you get my point. So yeah, and they're drinking their medicine and they're getting better, so that's good. So yeah. And then we go over to Helmeppo and this new character, Navy HQ Commander Sword Humbury, or I can't pronounce her name, sorry, but she's a new character that we haven't seen before. She's a part of Sword as well, and it's all of these characters are part of Sword apparently, and Helmeppo is like, we gotta go and save, Kobe, he's been captured by the Blackbeard pirates, we've gotta go and save him, and this other guy, who's one of the Navy HQ Rear Admiral Sword, Prince Gus. I think that's how you say his name, Prince Gus. And he kind of looks like that guy from the Samurai guys who had that really shaggy sort of like hair from Wano. I can't remember his name, but he was part of the Akazaya like sort of 9 or something like that. He was part of like a Orochi sort of gang, and he had like yellow sort of bushy hair, and this guy looks exactly like him, almost like his brother. So yeah, but no, he's sitting on this chair, and he's got these really sort of like buff guys around him, and this girl that's right beside him as well, and Helmeppo's just crying his eyes out. He's like, we gotta go and save Kobe, like we've got to go and, go to Hasinosu, the island, the Fullerland Island, and go and save him. And then this other girl who's part of Sword, and she's like, I really owe, Kobe senpai, and she might have a crush on Kobe, who knows, but she seems like she is part of the Marines, and Kobe saved her maybe, or she owes him or something like that, who knows, but yeah, but and then we only get a little bit of that. Then we move over to Bonnie, and Bonnie, like, damn girl, damn, like, like she is not butt naked, but like she has a skirt on, but she has like no bra on, and she's wringing out her t-shirt, and she like is basically naked from the top up, and I'm just like, oh, Bonnie, like, damn girl, okay, yeah, I know we can only see the back and a little bit of side boob, but like, Bonnie's kind of cute, and yeah. and she's saying, thank you for saving me, but we're still enemies, so, like, don't forget that. And Luffy's doesn't really care that they're enemies. He's like, whatever, like, and then Bonnie brings up, like, how are you an emperor? Like, they made a big, hullabaloo about your wanted poster in the paper, and I thought your hair was white. And Luffy's like, oh yeah, that's what that's just how I look when I am totally free, or something like that. And I don't know if this will be changed in the Viz, but, like, that's kind of funny. I would have liked Luffy just to say, oh yeah, that's what I look like when I go into Gear 5th. So yeah, but it makes sense for Luffy, and I really like how he's like, yeah, and yeah. So Jinbe and everyone is sort of like, getting rid of all the water and everything like that. And then Bonnie says, oh yeah, we're at the island, the Egghead Island, the island of the future, and I've come here to speak to Dr. Vegapunk because we got some business, probably to do with Kuma, and to see if they can we can get his memories back or something like that. Who knows? But yeah. And then they're all talking about some food as well. Bonnie's just like, oh yeah, that shark ate my ship, and I don't know. She doesn't say it ate her crew, but it does say she ate her ship. And she's like, is there a restaurant around, or is there some food around? I'm hungry. And Luffy and also Chopper say the same thing, that they're hungry too. So yeah. And then she says, we're not going to find any food here. This is the island of Egghead. I would have loved to seen, if you don't know, Sonic, from the Sonic movie, like Egghead sort of, come out, and from the Sonic series. That would have been really funny. But, like, yeah. But we get the headquarters of where Dr. Vegapunk is, and his island where he's stationed at, and it's apparently 500 years into the future. So this place is going to be very technology based and everything like that, and this might be the start of the new arc with Dr. Vegapunk, who knows. But yeah. It looks very interesting. It's sort of like cloudy where they are. We can see a cracked egg and something around the egg, and it looks really interesting, the island. So yeah. And then we sort of get to the end of the chapter, where we see this massive robot come out of the water. And I didn't think the robot was this big, but it's holding the Sunny in its hands, and it's just like this, and so looking down at the Sunny, and everyone's sort of shocked. And Frankie's like has stars in his eyes. Same with Usopp, he has stars in his eyes, and and Caribou's there as well, and and then the sort of the headpiece, and someone sort of steps out of the robot, and the headpiece sort of comes out, and out steps Dr. Vegapunk, and it's a woman. It's a woman. Oh wow. So honestly, I was very shocked when I was reading through this chapter, and Vegapunk sort of stepped out, and it was a woman, and I'm just like, oh, a lady Dr. Vegapunk. Now, this might not actually be Dr. Vegapunk, because I've seen a lot of people say that this might not actually be Vegapunk. This might be a clone or a different model or something like that, because it does have on her, on her boob, 02 and Punk, or it's like Pun or Punk or something like that, 02. And this might be another model of, Dr. Vegapunk. This might actually not be, the true sort of like Dr. Vegapunk we know, because every single time we've seen Dr. Vegapunk, we haven't actually seen him, but we've always seen him, and he always looks like a dude, so he always looks like a man. But if Oda wants to change the gender of Dr. Vegapunk, that's totally fine. I didn't really care what the gender is for Dr. Vegapunk. I always assumed it would be a dude, because usually when you say, oh, Dr. Vegapunk, you assume a dude, because usually guys are doctors, and and nurses are, female. But nurses can be dudes too, and female can be a doctor as well. It can be either way, and if Oda wants to change the gender of Dr. Vegapunk, or give Dr. Vegapunk multiple forms or something like that, or this could be a clone, who knows, but that's totally fine. And it looks really interesting. I really like the design. It's sort of the typical, sort of Oda design, where he designs every single female with that hourglass sort of figure, and it has a short hair, and it might be green. It sort of looks like Kami from that mermaid chick. It sort of looks like her, but yeah, and she has like this sort of thing on her ear, sort of look like a radio or something like that. And yeah. But that's what Dr. Vegapunk looks like. There is going to be a break this week for One Piece, which is really, really good, because I will be moving very, very soon next week. So I do not want to have to be in the process of moving while the chapter is coming out. So that really is good for me. Yeah. But this is a big cliffhanger to leave it on, and this is probably the start of a new arc where we get to see Dr. Vegapunk and what this person's all about. So yeah, and we get to see maybe this Egghead Island, and all the different inventions that all the inventions that Dr. Vegapunk has made, and who this person is. Is she good? Is she bad? What's her intentions? And what creations has she done, and everything like that. So yeah, I will be making a short, probably discussion video about my theories and my predictions for this Dr. Vegapunk, and how I feel about her and everything like that, and her design, and what I could theorize what's going to happen next, but that will be coming out hopefully very, very soon. So yeah, but stay tuned for that video. So yeah, but anyways, this is your boy Shonen Boy signing out. Like and subscribe, comment down below. What are your thoughts on this chapter? Did you like this chapter? Did you dislike this chapter? How do you feel about Dr. Vegapunk? Are you interested in now about her design? Did you think it was going to be a man or a woman, or do you not really care about the gender? What is this going to set up for the story? Who knows? But I'm really interested to see what's going to happen next time. So yeah, but until next time, I'll talk to you guys later, and have an awesome day.